Yeah, I'm gonna need protection on this one.
Hello?
Garrett, I need to borrow your shield for a moment.
Oh, I see. What movie are you covering?
The Exorcist.
Oh, yeah. No, you're gonna need this.
Thanks.
No problem, buddy.
Let's get this over with. Hey guys, Joel here. For the past few videos, I've been nothing but positive on every single one of the movies I have covered. But I never thought today would be the day where I not only would have to talk negative about a movie, but also the movie itself being a classic. And that movie is The Exorcist. I'm gonna rip your head off and shut down your neck! Now before you guys get your pitchforks and torches, let me explain. Yes, this movie is a bona fide classic. I will not deny that. But there are just some things that I have a lot of issues with, and that's what this video is about. Will I be on an island with those opinions? Maybe, but I think it's best if I just let them out now, rather than just wait to have them be revealed. So with those said, what exactly are my problems with The Exorcist? Well, my dear viewers, let's find out. Now, much like the movie itself, I also think the story of The Exorcist is iconic. A little girl named Regan gets possessed by a demon named Pazuzu and needs to be given an exorcism in order to be set free. But here's the problem. That doesn't happen until the final act of the movie. And in order to get to that spooky fun stuff, we have to get through a bunch of really slow scenes. I kid you not, I already got bored just by watching the opening scene alone. I guess this is a me problem because I prefer most of my horror movies to be fast-paced and get to the action real quick, but I was still getting antsy just to get to the iconic parts. It's just not a fun watch for me if I have to wait a long time just to get to the good stuff. Another problem that I have with The Exorcist is its wonky editing. Characters are introduced in weird ways, we get random flashes of a demon's face every now and then, and it's just the whole thing just feels disjointed and confusing. The nightmare Father Karras has randomly in the movie just proves my point. Say that again? Wait, you're telling me that The Exorcist was nominated for Best Film Editing at the Oscars? Huh. Well, that's interesting. And the last problem I have with The Exorcist is that it's not as scary as people are making it out to be. People say that this is the scariest movie of all time, but I don't see what those people are seeing. Especially because I have seen scarier stuff before. I still can't forget that lawnmower scene from Sinister. Still gets me every time. Now, I've been talking negatively about this movie, so you must be wondering, is there anything good about this movie? Yes, actually there is. While most of the cast do put in good performances, it's Linda Blair as Regan McNeil that really shines. The fact that she was 14 years old when she played the role is mind-blowing considering how great of a performance she gives. She would go on to have her own animal shelter, and Masked Singer fans, like myself, would recognize her as the Scarecrow from Season 8. And while I don't find it as scary as most people make it out to be, I do find it atmospheric enough to make it feel cursed. And I think that's in part of the fact that the movie itself had a cursed production tale. There's this awesome video on Dead Meat where journalist Chauncey K. Robinson talks all about this movie's cursed production tale in her series, Production Tales from Hell. I'll put a card up if you're interested. And lastly, when we do get to the iconic scenes, I cannot deny that they are in fact effective. The headspin and the projectile vomit have been parodied to high heaven that it's impossible not to admire how iconic they are. Overall, while I do agree that this movie is a classic and an icon in horror movie history, it's just not for me. I'm sorry, but it's just not. With those said, I'll give The Exorcist a 5 out of 10. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please like, comment, and subscribe, and maybe even share the video around, and let's try to stay civil in those comments, okay? Take care, you guys, and I'll see you next time for the Halloween special.